Hello, this is Curse Calvin. I'll be doing a guide on Graves. His strengths include he's a very like agile AD carry. He's also he's basically an AD caster because of your buckshot and collateral damage. It's your Q and ultimate. If you combo both of them, it's just a ton of physical damage. It's like instantaneous AoE physical damage. So he's considered an AD caster, and his quick draw makes him really agile. It's also a really big AD or attack speed steroid, and it's just really low cooldown if you spam auto attacks, and it actually costs a really low mana. His smoke screen is also very useful because it's cheap and it's long range, and in the AOE, like the enemy champions like stuck in the smoke screen will be basically blind. It's like being nocturne ultied. Um, and yeah, he's basically just a very quick, annoying, tanky because of his passive. Because his passive like gives you free armor and MR based on like if you're like in battle, like auto attacking, and that's why he's strong. The runes you want to take on him include AD, Quince, and Marks because most everything scales with AD on him. Just standard armor and MR, scaling MR, yellows and blues, just for the additional tankiness. And the Masteries are 2109. You're basically like a completely aggressive all-in AD carry, so just 21 on offense for the extra additional damage, and 9 utility because you want to spam your buckshots for poke, and I don't know, the additional MR just mana regen just helps out a lot in poking, and it helps you a lot in lane phase and I guess split pushing because his buckshot just allows him to push like waves instantly. You should be able to like one-shot waves with your QW combo. How to build a champion. On Graves, you want to start with the boots, health pots. It's just standard start. And on Graves, I guess start. Most of the time, you're gonna go Berserkers, Dorns into Bloodthirster. So Berserkers, Dorns, Vamp Scepter into BF Sword and BT, or you could just go to Vamp Scepter and build an Infinity Edge if you're, I don't know, if you can save up the money, I guess, for it. In the late game build, this is the one. This is like a more. Like his E already gives you an attack speed steroid, so you only really need the Zeal. You don't need the full PD early. Which is why I start. Well, after the initial build, you build Zeal into QSS, into Black Cleaver. You want the Black Cleaver at this point because you want to shred the armor of the tanks. Because in team fights, you really need a way to disregard some of their armor. So Black Cleaver really comes in use. And then finish your Phantom Dancer and just build the alternate item of what you started. So if you started Infinity Edge, you finish your BT. If you started BT, you finish your Infinity Edge. And at this point, this is where you build your Mercurial Scepter. Or fuck, Scepter. Scimitar! Just because it's basically just your sixth item.